Good day, puppy lovers. Today I have little Winnie the Pooh with me today. She's a 12-year-old little Yorkie, and she's got a little bit of tangles. No teeth, only one left. All right, let's get this little girl all cleaned up.
For those who don't know me, I'm Elizabeth Jenn, professional dog groomer since 2010.
Come here, hon. Hey, look at that. Little one. So she can't see very well. You see her eyes here? I'm going to get in closer. See those eyes, how blue they are? Yeah, so she can't see very well. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. So I didn't wash around her little nose here because that little nose is too close to those, her tongue's out there. I didn't want to get soap in there and all, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear that out as usual with my other product. I'm going to put this back on you, little girl. We're going to back up here, hang on. Put this back on you. I'm going to put a little product first. It's going to help with the little knots there, and she's just got one of those types of hair that just gets so tangled. I'm going to try to brush her out a bit, just lightly here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, she's going to be fairly easy to brush. We don't want to do too much brushing with these little ones because she's only 12. She's only 12. Yeah, and when they're older like this, we don't want them on the table for too long. Especially, she said that the client said that her little legs are a little sensitive. You know, she's getting older. We'll just do a little. We're going to get her under the dryer right away. There are mats. I did warn the client that there are some areas where I will cut. Like all of this here, and we'll see here. Maybe the dryer can take some out. Dryer sometimes does help for getting rid of some of the tangles. We'll see. We may have to cut this out, guys. So I warned her there may be little holes here and there because I'm not gonna have this little one have to deal with, dematting and the whole thing, brushing them out and completely. We'll just do what we can with her today. I want her off the table as soon as possible. All right, so I'm gonna clean out her eyes here. First, I'm gonna wrap this around her so she's not cold. I want to let that product soak up in her hair. It's one of the main reasons why often I will do this while they're wet. One of the main reasons. So we're going to get in there and try to get some of this out here. Got to hold her chinny chin chin so that she does not, so she can allow me to get this done. So I just made sure, I'm not going to pull all of that out. I just wanted to take it away from the skin so I can cut it. I'm not going to pull on that. So I just want this to get away from the skin. See how I'm doing that? Just away from the skin. And I'm going to come in and I'm just going to take that out. See these poopies? Yucky poopies. All right. Once that's all gone, there, honey. I gotta hold your little face. She's pulling a bit. Hold your little face here. I'm gonna clean this up, because she did not get any soap there. I didn't want to get any soap on her tongue and her eyes, So I'm just gonna clean that out. I don't like these rounds. I got these rounds at Dollarama, and I really don't like them. Never again. Let's look at the ears here. What's going on in those ears? Okay, so I gotta take some of this out. Here, there. So we're just going to shave some of that out. See, we're just shaving it out. Shave, there. All gone, look at that, and I just shaved it out. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut some of that hair off before actually drying her. In her face, at least. Yeah, she's got very dirty ears, so we're gonna come in and just shave this part too. We'll just do a nice light twist. See how easy that is? And I'm not going deep in the ear, I am just turning and shaving. See that? Right, both of them right there. All right. All right, so let's get into that ear and see what's going on in there. Yes, there's a lot of dirt there, so let's get in a little closer. You can see what I'm doing. So I'm just rubbing lightly. That's a little dirty, so I'm just gonna turn it around a bit. One pad wasn't enough, wasn't doing it for me. As long as there's dirt coming out onto your pad, you're not done. And come in here and clean the second ear. Okay. She hasn't had a groom in a while. I'm not sure when her last groom was. I'll grab a new pad. It's all soaked with product, guys. Winnie, you're gonna be so clean. Little Winnie. She's just nice. She's just letting me clean her ears and not saying anything. Wow, you're a good girl. All right, that's good ear cleaning. All right, so she's gonna have a little brushing to do, but as you see in her legs here, I'm not gonna go too crazy in the brushing. I'm gonna brush a little, but I'm just gonna come in and cut as if those knots are not even there. And after that, I'll do some brushing, because that kind of opens up the mat or knot. And I don't want to be sitting here and trying to get it all clean, all dematted and all, you know, before starting the cut. Cutting in will help with that. Anyway, she's going to be very short. She's not shaved, she won't be shaved, but she's going to be very short. And yeah, I don't want her having to deal with having a whole huge brushing session. Not that she's a big dog, but we don't want to have to overdo it with these little feet here, these little tired legs. See, and it comes out fairly easy. It's only in the front. I'll either have to cut, like I said, or I might be able to brush it out. Let's see what goes on here. And some may say, well, why didn't you do the brushing before the bath? Well, that's the reason why, because I may be cutting these out, and you know, I just put her in the bath knowing that I'm going to just cut this out. I could have easily also just cut the legs like to the almost desired length and then put her in the bath. And then with the blow drying and all that, that might have helped also. But you know what, guys? It's okay. It's all fine. Whether you do it before or after, as long as if you're cutting it, it's fine. So I'm just tapping and pulling. I don't want her to endure too much of the brushing, but she seems to be doing fine. We're just going lightly. The sound that you're hearing is just the sound of the knots and little mats and my fingers. It's not on her skin. She's very patient. Wow, good girl. All right, so that's enough. There's still a little bit of the knotting in there, but I don't mind. As I said, I'm going to be cutting. Okay, she's very good. She's a very good pup. And you only got one tooth. Only one tooth, guys. Okay, let's see what's going on around her head here. A lot of this is coming off, guys. She's got her tongue sticking out like that, so there's a lot of spit. There's a lot of spit. And she's always wet there, so there's got to be odors that come from that also when she's not groomed. So if I can get the most possible out. She's got a little bit of matting in there. We'll go in with the smaller brush. Again, I'm going to come back in and cut some first and then continue dematting. It's hard to get this mouth clean when there's so much saliva going on in there. I soaked her up pretty good around there, but all right, we'll do the other side here. It's not bad. Again, I'm coming in through here with the my scissors, so we'll just do the best we can to start with. Get it started. Show me your belly. Really lightly on the belly, guys. All right, so we're gonna get those feet done. Look at all that. And do a little belly here. Got a little bit going on. This is a 10 blade. Just a little bit going on there. And do under your arms. Wait, under your arms. So small. Just a little. Any mats in there? Are you all good? Just good. So we're not there. There. This side too. There's some knot in there too. Let's see what's going on. Do a little brushing here. All right, so there's more here. All right, that looks good. This has got more here too, so let's do this again. Right there. Whoops, where are you going? She heard my cat. All these mats under the arms, guys, you don't want to be brushing that out, okay? You want to be shaving it out. All right, so let's get into the toes here. Oh, first, I'm gonna clear up this area here. This area needs cleaning. Go on each side. I might have to come back in, I'll see. So let's do her feet. We're gonna do a 30 blade here under her feet. Let's take these little mats out. Not mats, these little slippers, sorry. There you go. So you're supposed to have 5 toes under there. 5 little pads. All there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all there. All there, guys, see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing here. She's very good for the grooming. She doesn't bite me too much. Next one here. Please don't use a 30 blade if you're not used to using clippers under the feet. Instead, use a 10 blade. All right. I'm gonna check out her nails. What's going on those little toesies here? Not too bad, actually. I think I'm just going to Dremel that, well, Dremel, lightly Dremel. Because that vein looks right there. It's already all black. See? Bunch it. I'm just taking the tip off here, see? That's good enough. Make sure that hair stays back. You don't want the hair to get caught in the Dremel. See the front toes here. I'm just kind of going all around. I'm not using the snippers because I find that little nail, I'm talking about that black dot's right there. So I'm just taking like the tip off. I'll go look at her. Does she have any? No, she doesn't have any. She doesn't have a fifth toe, so. Okay, only 4 more to go, honey. Well, she's just a charm to groom. And just because I said that, I'll have trouble with the last one. Last toenail. Come here, honey. Wait. Last toenail here. Gotta get in there. Yeah, go. Let's do a 10. I was gonna do 13, but she says as short as you can without shaving. So 10 could be good. A 10 millimeter. That is the purple, and it's number 4. I still want to leave her a little bit of her coat. It's winter time. She's tiny. I'm trying to get through this. I hope I got through all of the knots. So. Flip this back out. This coat is so soft. You just like, your handprint stays in touch. Very soft coat. Come to the side here. This side. I'm anxious to get to that head. We're almost there. I'm going to tie her back up. There, just for safety. Sit down. Get rid of all of that here. Excuse me. Usually a cut like this would take me about an hour, but it might be a little more due to the fact that she had a little bit of brushing to do, and I'm kind of going, slower with her because she's older too, so I don't want to just like get the job done, You gotta be a little more, I'm careful with the pups, but I mean, when they're this tiny, their little hearts are beating fast, and it's always a little scarier. I think it was Lisa, I'm not sure, I think her name is Lisa. There's a groomer here, and she was mentioning that she doesn't want to groom older dogs anymore. She had a bad experience, she was saying, or something like that, or I don't know if something happened to the dog, or something. And I can only imagine, if the dog is older, and what if the dog, just decides to have a heart attack, or or has a seizure and then dies on your table. I cannot even imagine, how that must be. How do you deal with that? My sister just lost her dog. He was hit by a car. He was a 9-year-old dog, big dog. And he was hit by a car this week, and she saw it happen. And the car was coming pretty fast. She saw that happen, and you know what? That's the second time that happens to her. Her other dog too got hit, and she saw that too. It's like, I don't know how she's dealing with that. I mean, we talked, but it's gotta be traumatizing. All right, let's do that little head of hers. There's some brushing to do in there too before doing the head. Okay, so I'll still, do we want to stay with 10? No, 10 might be too short. Let's do 13. We'll try 13, and if I don't like it, I'll just do 10. I better just start with the longer one. Let's get rid of all of that. No, I'm gonna do 10. Yep, we do 10. You're tiny, you can go short. It'll only do you good. Huh? Only do you good. There you go. All right, so now we're gonna get into the legs, guys. Now when I cut here, I'm always trying to keep my scissors parallel to the table so that when the dog puts his foot down, or her foot down, that it bevels the foot. I try to think of it. Sometimes it happens where I'm a little more in an angle, but if I'm cutting sideways like this, you won't get a nice bevel. A little flatter is better. All right. So if you guys have a moment, you can subscribe to my channel, click the like button, get the notifications going, click that little bell. That would help out this channel immensely. I've been here for over a year, since October, not October last year, October 2023. So, and things are moving along slowly but surely. All right, let's give this little one a little miniature cut. Look at that, how tiny that is. This is like so tiny. My scissors are way too big for her. Look at that. So see, there's knots in there. I didn't have to go in and brush that, guys. Just cut it, okay? Then you can brush again if you want, once it's cut. You know, you don't have to make them go through that whole brush, 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 okay? So just shape it. Come back in after with your comb and see, and just, then you can shape it from there, you know? I didn't have to put the dog through too much of a brushing session. See, so now that little leg is starting to look good, okay? Just keep working it. I'm gonna fluff this all back up. Stand it. Oh no, I'll be fine sitting here. I usually stand for this, but yeah, because you guys can't see if I don't stand. All right, so I'm just going to cut on top here. We're gonna grab the little curves. Not that there's any, just because they're shorter. Straight down. We got to shape this leg. All we're doing is just reshaping the leg. You know, having it follow. You got to make it follow. You know, the hair's got to follow the shape of the leg. If you don't have curves, you can do this with your straights also. Curves are just fun to have. They do a really good job though. But since she's so tiny, I think I'm just gonna stick with my straights instead of jumping back and forth. Look at that. See? You looking sleek? Look at that little leg. There you go. I'll come back in a little later to see if there's any sticky outies. Lift this leg. Let's do all of that. I'm going to grab all of that, get rid of all of that. See, a while ago I told you don't have to brush the whole thing out because we're taking it all off anyway, see? See, there's still some knots. I am cutting into the knot. I will come in with a little brush to see if that helps. There. Whoops, sorry. She just pulled. There's a little knot there. All right, so I'm going to fluff this up a bit. Hang on, honey. Stand up. You just keep working it. Use your eyes. That's all you got to do. Use your eyes. Look at what doesn't make sense and take it off. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to try to help this. See if I can make it look a little more natural. Do some scissor over comb here. Just a little bit like that. She's doing good. Her legs are fine. You know, Mom said she had these sensitive legs, but I find she's doing a good job for, you know, there you go. Now, this is not really nice looking, so we're going to fix this. There, I'm going to turn her around like that. See the inside here? There's a knot there. Remember what I was saying? I don't need to brush that knot out. Let's just make a straight line all the way to the chest. I'm going to fluff the front, the top. Just going to take all of this top part off here. Keep those toes straight. And I'm just going to create a nice little column. You know, a little... What's the word I'm looking for? A column? Set that leg down. Lift this up. I want to blend that in, so I'm just going to use these here. Still this fluff here that I'm not really... There you go. There you go. Okay, so again, guys, I'm going to come back in and see if I need it to fix anything. So there's a big difference between this and this. So I'm going to do the same thing, bring this down. Bring all of that hair down, take most of it off. I'm going to stand up again. Hang on, honey. We're going to fluff this up a little. Shake the little pup to get her to stand for me. You know, sometimes they'll want to pull, so I just give them a little shake. Just a little light shake to change their mind. All right, let's do the front part here. Hold that foot. There's a huge knot right there. I'm going to cut right through that knot. Always be careful. There can be a toe there. She doesn't have any. She doesn't have an extra toe like a thumb. So more little knots in there. I'm just going to go straight in. Guys, this is not a competitive grooming session here. We're not doing any competitive grooming. All we're doing is we are all I'm doing is taking care of our family pets. Sometimes you'll notice sometimes it'll be long before I answer. I mean, I'm talking and then it's because I'm just focused. I won't finish my phrase or whatnot. Almost done, your little feet in front. Almost done. Okay, get all of that out. There's more knots there. I don't have to brush that too much. Here, you're good, hun. You're good. Watch that little toe pad there. All right, so most of it's off. So now I just want to straighten it out. Her mouth is all wet. I don't know how good that's going to look. You know, cutting on a wet, and that mouth stays wet because, you know, that tongue is hanging there. You just pull everything from side to side also, like on their feet. You just pull one side and then the other side. It helps straighten everything out. Give it a little shake. Not much to shake on here. Really shake it. Can't really shake your paw. Okay, so that seems not too bad, huh? Not too bad. All right. I'll come in a little later and make sure everything's okay. So we're almost done, guys. We got one whole side in the front done here. I'm just going to make this all equal in there. And it's not looking good. There. This round over here. Okay, sorry about that. All right, back end again. Why do I have everything over here? Again, there's more knots here, so I'm just going to cut that out like that. All right. Flip that up. She won't straighten that leg out. So if she won't straighten the leg out, I got to just kind of lock that leg in there and do the best I can. I need her to straighten out the leg so that I can get into there, excuse me, so that I can get into there. I don't know why I have so much phlegm in my throat. Sorry, guys. Keep clearing my throat. I need to get more out of there. All right, let's try this. Shaping that leg, following the bone, okay? Some may say, this isn't the standard cut. No, it's not, but it's the cut that Mom wants. And if Mom wants this cut, this is what I give. Okay. I'll do the inside here. A lot there. Okay. Do a little bit of this here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, please don't sit. Not always easy because sometimes they want to sit. I do this just to make everything kind of blend in together. And all this here, that's too much. Take some out here. All right, the back here, get ready to go all the way down. On the side or the side. She is so good on the table, my. So we're gonna shorten this tail for sure, make her a nice round tail. They don't dock the tails anymore. This is before they passed that law, which I'm pretty happy they did, because you know why cut their tails off? This poor little one. Okay, I'm just gonna take her little pee-pee out of the way here, guys. I gotta move that over so I can go right between, clean that area. There you go. Sorry about that, honey. I had to clean that area. Okay. There's always something sticking out somewhere. Always, see? Playing hide and seek. Just want to be sure that under this tail here that all that's gone. There. That's good. All right. Nice little back end there, honey. All prettied. They're all prettied. All right, so let's look on the inside here, see what's going on. Right here, see? We come back in and we're gonna cut more out. Straight down. All right. The face. All right, let's do something to the face. We're going to cut around here. I'm going to cut the bulk off with my scissors here, and then I'll use my thinners to soften everything up. Okay, so she's going to have some hair here. Put my finger there. I want to get rid of all of that because that gets wet anyway. So I'm going to do it on one side. I'll do it on the other side too. You don't want to cut that little tongue. Look at that tongue. Hey, Winnie. I want to cut the tongue. She's got some, yeah. Okay. She's all knotted up under here. I'm going to cut a lot of that out, watching her tongue with my finger in front of her tongue here. Okay, got that out of the way. Let's get to the ears, okay? So there's some knots here that I'm just going to cut. I want to back this up, sorry. Some knots that I'm going to cut. I'm just going to fold this in half here to start off with. And there's some knots in there, guys. Fold it in half, and I'm just going to feel where her little tip here is, and I'm going to take that off like that. And we're going to go in short and take that ear. Okay. Still going to keep that cut in half like that. There's one little ear. It's monumental. Oh, I love Yorkie ears. I so love Yorkie ears. Hold this in half, and I'm just going to cut some. I'm cutting longer than what I'd usually cut so that I can come in and then cut the amount I want to cut. So I'm going to look behind here, behind that ear here. She's got missing hair there. Come right into the point. And do the same thing on this side. See, there's still knots, guys. I don't need to brush that. Let's just cut it out. I'm going to give her those little Yorkie tip ears. And I might as well just go in and also do a little shading there too. With the 10 blade. I'm just going to tip those ears. And make sure you keep your fingers right behind. Not much to come off, huh? No, I just want to clean it up, make it nice and sharp. Not much is coming off, just clean. There. Now I want to really make it nice and pointy, so hold that leather. Hold that leather, pull all of that hair out like that. See how I'm doing that? I'm just pulling it like down, pulling it out. Hold the leather. Just be sure that little ear is fine. There, we got some Yorkie ears going on. All right, I'm going to take all of this off, actually. Just all of it. Like, I'll hold the ear straight across like that. There's one. All right. Her ears are perking up pretty nicely. Just straight across like this. I hold the ear straight across and come behind over here too. There. All right. Okay, so I'm going to take this off here. Now there's really nothing to do about it always being wet here. I'm just going to come in and create a little round jaw, reaching all the way to that ear. Then I'm going to pull everything back. I'm going to get rid of everything that's in front of the ear. And make that round also. Lift everything up. And I'm going to use my blenders here to just round everything out. That's all I wanted to round everything out. Right to the side of the eye here. No, don't pull. I have to hold your head. I have no choice but to hold your head. She's got such a small head. Your head is so tiny. Ugh, that tongue. Let's put my finger in front of that tongue. Ugh. It's really hard to keep the camera straight so you guys can see properly. There's a lot of knots in there too still. I'll have to go in with my other scissors here. Like that. We're almost there. We have a little face coming along here. We have a little face coming along. No. Gotta fix that ear also. I'm gonna bring everything back. Whoop. Still have his head to do. Now I'm going to put a, sorry about that, my husband came in and then my other dog was barking and whatnot. So, no, you gotta stay straight. See all of this here? I want to get rid of that. Let me get rid of this here. I'm trying to soften everything up because it's choppy. But soft coats often can look choppy, depending on the scissors you're using also. I just want you to hold still because she heard my husband come in. She started wiggling around. You wiggle, wiggle. So all of this, guys, is going to stay kind of yucky, you know, because there's so much saliva. I can't do anything about that, you know. She's just spitting and spitting, so we do our best. You know, these older dogs, you know. So I just like to keep all of this a little bit out of the way. Here's a little hole for her tongue. Made a little hole for your tongue? There's a nice hole for her tongue. Should make a little heart. Little heart. All right, so let's do the bottom part here. See what's going on. So I'm pretty much done. So guys, I'm live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you guys want to do me a favor and go in and subscribe to my channel, comment, like, and do all that fun stuff that YouTube has us all do. And I will be forever grateful to you. And I hope to see you on my live videos also.
Hey there, pet parents and grooming gurus. If you enjoyed my tail-wagging transformations and want more tips to keep your furry friends looking fabulous, just hit that subscribe button. Remember, every click helps spread the love and lathers of grooming joy. Subscribe now and let's embark on this fluffy journey together.